All right, welcome to this most important Zoom training you have ever attended in a long while. I don't care what you have attended before or things you have been before, but you are in for something different today. And I want you to take your biro, your paper, everything. Maybe you are listening to this later after today's presentation. You're about to get something because I'm going to hand over to you tools that will help you succeed in any business that you are doing. That's what I just want to make sure that you do, because that's what I'm about to do for you today. And I want you to make sure that you come in with all your mind and everything that you do to make sure that you get this thing. Now, last week, we talked about how you need to build your business, the system that you need to build your business. I said, forget about the mechanism. You need the mechanisms. You need the systems. You need the tools to build your business. You need so many things. But now, for your business to succeed, 95% of it is your brain. You need to have that entrepreneurship mindset. You need to have the brain of an entrepreneur to even know how to use the systems. The systems are great. The mechanisms are great. The strategies are good. But without the right entrepreneurship mindset, you cannot use that properly. It's just like somebody that have the fastest car. It's there. But someone will just carry the same car and then will move faster. Another person will be going slow with the same car. Now, you can give people the same. Let's use Tech as an example. We all have the same information. We all have the same thing, but people are making different results. We are making different things. People are making different money every day. That's based on the capacity of their brain. The systems are the same. You may set up any other system to move your business, but what makes you succeed properly is your mindset, your brain that you have. So that's what we want to, that's why I decided to handle your brain today, so that you'll be able to take care of the system. Once your brain is settled, once your brain is aligned with the way things are done, then forget about it. There's no business that you enter, you will not succeed. It's as simple as that. So before I continue, there's something I want to tell you today. I want you to know that successful people are always looking for opportunities to help others, while unsuccessful people are always asking, what is the need for me? It's two different things. Somebody is always looking for opportunity. How will I see a business that will help people? How will I see a business that will show people that will change their lives, their financial lives? The other person is asking, when you show him a business, he said, how much will I make? How did this thing go like this? How it's all about him. He doesn't even think, oh, can this be okay for the ordinary guy who don't have good money? Okay, this business, you said it's only, because I've seen businesses in US that they come to me and it's only $5,000. That's the minimum to enter the business, $5,000. I've seen the one of $10,000. So if I want to do it, I don't present it to some people because I believe that they don't have it. I'm looking for opportunities that I will help people with, and not just about me. Okay, put $5,000, make $10,000. It's not about me, it's about the people. And that should be your concern. Look out for how you, so when you get it, it's easier for you to take it to the people. And before you know it, you are enriching their lives and you are enriching yours. That's why I said, if you take value to the world, you cannot escape reward. And then one thing that you need to understand again is that rich-minded people always look for value to give to the world, while the poor-minded always look for cash, and cash always elude them. Rich-minded people always look for ways to give value to the world. That's their mindset. What will I give in return? What value am I bringing to the marketplace that will put money in my pocket? Without value to the marketplace, money is not coming to you. But so many people want to make money, but they're not thinking of the value they want to bring to the marketplace. You must be the kind that want to change your environment, that people come close to you, they will be happy that they are in your space. Now, when people come into your space, listen, they just feel like, I don't need to be here. Why am I doing here? This person doesn't want me staying close. But people will be happy that they have time to be in your space, because whenever they come to your space, you give value. And they take that value to become something. That's what you need to know. Why do you need to do that? It's because of this thing. Money don't have a soul. That money you are looking for, it has no soul. Know this thing. It doesn't go to those who want it. Money don't have emotions. It doesn't go to those who cry for it. If you like, cry for money from now to then, pray about money, pray all the while and cry all that you can cry, it will not come to you. Because it doesn't have a soul, it doesn't have emotions, it doesn't have sympathy to you. There's no way money will get sympathy to you. Money will only go to those who know how to get it, number one. They must know how to sustain it, number two. And then they must know how to multiply it. You see the three of them. Let me tell you, the science of money is a long list, which include how to get money, how to sustain money, and how to multiply money. So the first thing you should bother your head about is how to get this money legitimately, because people can get money wrongly. We have a lot of them, ritualists, Yahoo boys. You know, they get money, but at the end of the day, they lose it because they can't sustain how they got the money. They can't even save the money. So how would they multiply it? So riches can come and fly, because you can stumble into riches, but you can't stumble into wealth. Remember that. You can stumble into riches, but you can't stumble into wealth, because the wealth is a deliberate action. You have a process. You need to have there's a process to wealth. You can't stumble into it. And getting to wealth is that you must know how to get money legitimately. Remember that word. You must know how to sustain money, and you must know how to multiply it. If you don't know all that, that means you are not ready to get what you want. A lot of people want money. They want cash. They want everything. So we are going to look at one set of it. How do you get this money? So it all boils down to what we are about to talk about tonight. Are you getting it? So now let it be known to you that the fastest way now, an easy way to make money at this age and time is online. So you are in the right place. You are in the right place. It's online. Then the problem is now, what are you doing online? It's online. Why did I say so? It's because there was a time I heard about Bill Gates. He said that in the near future, there will be two businesses, those going out of business and those that are in business. He said, if your business is not on the internet, then your business will be out of business. That is why even brick and mortar now are trying to come online. They are coming online selling shoes. They are coming online selling clothes. They are selling everything. Banks are online. Everybody is having an internet presence. Everybody have a social media presence. That's what, if your business is not on the internet, you are missing. You are going out of business. That means your business is in the stone age. Now, so on the internet that you are now, whether you are a big business, a small business owner, or somebody who wants to, you are in the right place. If you are doing your business online, or you want to start making money online, it's good. You are in the right place. That's the reason why never in the history of the world, I've never seen it, has it been easier to acquire customers and build a global business, all thanks to the internet. Whether you are manufacturing, or you are an affiliate, or you have your own business or anything, just as an affiliate of Kibitech, affiliate of any other business that we're promoting, or you have your own business, just like those who are building big businesses or those who are doing this and all that. Even my movie industry, we have online presence. We go on YouTube, we're doing YouTube this thing. There's so many things. Every business is on the internet. Without that presence, you can't go. We import these things and we sell it online, import a sort of light and the layer and all these things. We use online media to sell it. We sell more online than the one you sell on in the shop. So every business is getting online. So even an individual can come online and become an affiliate of a company like Cubitech, or become an affiliate in ClickBank or Click to Sell, or whichever business you want to do. You don't have a product and you begin to make money. Now, do you know that there are so many people who are selling blenders that they use for so many things, selling clothes? They don't have any shop. They don't even own those things. Even the hair that women carry, the bags, they don't have it. They just set up an online presence and start marketing this. When people pay them, they go to those who have it and sell. But the people who are there having their own shop that don't know anything about the internet are not making the kind of money someone who don't have a shop, just have a Instagram page and then have a Facebook page and put advertisement, is making more money than the owner or the person who imported it, because the person is online. You reach a global audience. So if you are in the business on the internet, that is it, but you need to know what to do. So if you have been online for any length of time, you and I both know there are a lot of garbage too out there promising riches overnight on the internet. So many people make decisions every day either to buy these crabs or not. So many lose their money because they will tell you, put money here, you make maybe put 10,000, you make 30,000. Put 1,000, you make 2,000. All those things. There are so many crap, or how you can make $1 million online. We have make money online program, courses, everything. And so many are buying into these things. So many have been scammed in cryptocurrency. They have been scammed in different things, and they are afraid to take the next step. That is the job that you have to do as someone who is trying to do business on the internet. Put yourself in the shoe of these people who have been scammed online, and you want to put them into a business. You need to think. You need to put yourself in their shoe. Just think about when you were looking out for what to do online to make money. You must have come across a lot of things that told you to invest and become rich overnight. Let me tell you the truth, those things are tempting. You know, to those that have been online for long, not to talk of, a newbie, it's tempting to those who have been online for long. If you don't know what you are doing, you see those things, you'll be like, let me put my money up. Maybe if you're in a fix right now and you are looking for a way to some people feel they can come online and double their money within 48 hours, and they are seeing information on that. I've seen people contact me in different occasions. I need money. Some people, when their landlord is about to chase them out, that's when they remember there is internet. They want to come and make fast money. And before you know it, they lose their money. And you are the one who is there trying to go and bring these people into business. Their fingers have been burnt. So they have done these things and they have failed. So if you have been in that position, I am 100% certain that you felt overwhelmed, lost, and even confused most times, and ask if this make money online stuff truly works. You begin to question. But the truth remains that online business is good. That is the main thing that you need to be. That's the place you need to be. So, if you begin to ask whether the people are confused and everything, how I know is that I've been there before. Now, let me tell you, it's because of the fact that I understand that I had that every business, any business that is not online, is going to go out of business in a few years' time. That's the reason why I decided to come online to build an empire. Now, as I come in, there are so many things that you'll be seeing that are confusing, but it didn't explain it to you what you need to do and how I need to go about it. People were promising. I was buying things, buying courses. When they say, make money with your email address, how to do this one, email, I was buying all those things. I was making mistakes, buying things. I thought that's the way, because it looks as if there's one big rich man from US that is behind the computer that will just be giving you money for doing nothing. And they sell it to us that way, without letting you know that you need to pick a niche. You need to pick a product or service that you get or someone else have that you need to market for you to make money online. Why so many people are questioning maybe issues of Qubitech or being an affiliate with Clickbank or Click to Shell or whatever affiliate program they are, because they don't understand that that's how business works. If you're in Qubitech, you're an affiliate of Qubitech. Qubitech have a product. They have their service. They have everything. If you're in PGI, for those who are in PGI, PGI has a product and service, and what you are marketing is them. For those who are in every other business that you are doing online or offline, whatever business you are doing, if you don't own the product, you are an affiliate. Just like what wholesalers do for people who are really producing the product. The wholesalers go and buy, and then they sell to retailers, and retailers sell to that's chain of distribution. So you are in your chain of distribution of sales, you are an affiliate of that program. So you need to know that. But we didn't know that before until we begin to go, and I decided to pick a niche and pick it on the cryptocurrency world. And then I begin to learn how to be, I studied crypto, blockchain, and I studied cryptocurrency trading. I begin to build and carve a niche for myself. It was not told. Before, we were just like trying to build a business because we thought that that is the best way to build it. But I have good news for you. You don't need to be a superman or a techie person to make money online, more especially through crypto. If you're into cryptocurrency, you don't need to be a techie person. You don't need to be a superman or a superwoman. You can just be like me. I'm a normal average guy who knows nothing about the internet. I stumbled my way, I find my way. I don't know anything about sales. I don't know nothing about marketing. But with sheer determination, it's now making full-time income from home. I made that decision long ago that I would never work for anybody. And nobody that is taking salary anywhere will make money more than I do online. It's a decision that I made. And it's working for me. But I was not a techie person. I don't know. But I started learning those things. I started putting these things and all that, trying to do what I can to build myself with determination. So today I'm about to show you what you need and the mistakes of many when it comes to making money online or making money generally, or even achieving success in anything. What I'm about to show you today is known as the 4 Ds that determine success in anything you want to accomplish in life. The 4 Ds that determine success in anything you want to accomplish in life. When I say anything, I mean anything. And you're going to be seeing that right now. Because these 4 Ds of success and self-confidence works in any area of your life. Be it business, be it in your finances, be it in your social life, be it in your spiritual life, anything. And when it comes to business, it can be online business or offline business, network marketing or whatever. Anything you put your mind to do, these 4 Ds are the steps you need to follow. They have the catalyst to success. So tonight, you learn how to approach the biggest challenges and opportunities of your life, completely unafraid, convinced of your ability to accomplish anything you put your mind to. That's what I want to place in your hand tonight. The good news is that you have extraordinary potentials for success. You have it. The scientists have already told us that man has not even used 5% of their brain. So you have, God has embedded extraordinary potentials for success inside you. There is greatness in you. It's just that you don't know it. I want you to challenge yourself after today, because there is nothing you set your mind to do that you cannot do. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. When you look at yourself, you'll be saying, things are I can't do this. You are taking yourself as somebody who is not taking. You can't do all these kind of things. You can. Let me tell you, you can do it. Because you have extraordinary potentials for success, achievement, and prosperity, with more talent and natural ability that you could use in 100 lifetimes. It's just that you don't know how to use them. Despite you have it, there is nothing extraordinary on its own. It is man's extraordinary input that made it so. Everybody has greatness inside them. But you need to bring out that greatness and begin to do extraordinary things. Let me tell you one thing you need to write down in your book. Nothing splendid has ever been achieved except by those who dared believe that something inside of them was superior to circumstances. All of us face circumstances. We face challenges. In business, in everything we face. But nothing splendid has ever been achieved except by those who dared believe that something inside of them was superior to circumstances. I am about to show you how you can infuse your whole life with the kind of self-confidence that makes everything possible for you. Okay, now talking about self-confidence, I have read books. I do a lot of self-development. I have been in masterminds. I belong to paid masterminds, because most strong masterminds abroad and all that are paid masterminds that will pay and stay with successful people. Because whatever you do to be in the space of successful people, don't take it for granted. Because you learn extraordinary things. It rubs off on you. What happens to them rub off on you, rub on you because you are close to them. You listen to them talk, because as they talk, there is some kind nuggets that are coming out of them that you will take and become successful. So I've been in mastermind and I've studied successful people, and I've come to the conclusion that the foundation quality of success in every walk of life is self-confidence. You need to have inbuilt confidence inside you before you can be able to achieve success. Every man or woman who has ever accomplished anything out of the ordinary has turned out to have greater self-confidence than the ordinary person. It's simple. Just check it. You can look into studies. Every man or woman who has ever accomplished anything out of the ordinary has turned out to have greater self-confidence than the ordinary person. When you develop yourself to the point where you believe in yourself, when you develop yourself, that belief you have in yourself is so strong that you know that you can accomplish almost anything you really want to, your future will be unlimited. Any business you put your hands into, you will succeed. I've told you 95% of the success of your business is your brain. So when you develop yourself to the point where you believe in yourself is so strong that you know that you can accomplish almost anything you really want to, your future will be unlimited. But unfortunately, human beings tend to be plagued with doubts about their own abilities and fears about every imaginable thing, especially the unknown. It's not, there's a time I did one lecture to people about fear. Fear is an emotion that will never go away. It's something people always tend to be afraid whenever they want to do something new. You can remember the first time, if you're a driver, if you are driving, you can know the first time you enter into the steering, you are shaking and all that. But there are things you are doing, you have confidence then. So they say you should press the accelerator, you are pressing brake and all that. These are normal things. Fear will never go away. Anything you want to do something new, fear will come. Some people want to invest into Cubitech or any business, they will be afraid. am I to do this thing? If I put my money, it will go away and all that. That's fear. The person he has not developed himself to be an entrepreneur. He has not developed herself to be the businesswoman that understand risk, that understand that, one thing about business and that business is about risk. But when you look at it, if you are afraid of risk itself, it's riskier. Because even as we are living every day, is risky. As you are coming back from work, for those of you who go to 9 to 5 jobs, as you are coming back, it's risky. As you are going to job, it's risky. Even as you're sitting in your home, it's risky. So what are we doing in this life that is not risky? Everything is risk. That is why, but we are afraid to a point that we begin to sell ourselves short in business. That is why the psychologist Abraham Maslow, he once said, he said that the story of the human race is the story of men and women selling themselves short. We sell ourselves too short because we feel we are so much afraid. There's no confidence in business. We want to be businessmen. We're afraid of so many. We don't have the psychology of a businessman or woman, and we turn into business. For those of you who are doing crypto, as crypto is shaking, they are shaking because of the lack of confidence, because of fear. Let me tell you, the great majority of people tend to compare themselves unfavorably with others. You now look at others, you say those people, they are lucky and all that. So they dwell on their weaknesses and limitations. Everybody have weaknesses and limitations. That's why they eventually settle for far less than what they are really capable of. And that is too bad. Instead of enjoying high level of self-esteem, self-respect, and personal pride, the average person just get by day by day. That is too bad. I want you to come out of that your shell right now, tonight. I want you to know that you have greatness inside you. You are the great businessman or the great businesswoman. All you just have to do is to get on and do the right thing. Change your mentality, change your business thought. Don't start selling yourself short. Stop selling yourself short because there is greatness inside you. So you are lucky to be in this Zoom training tonight. Or maybe you got this video recording from someone. I want to show you the 4 Ds that determine success in anything that you want to accomplish in life. That's what I want to show you. The 4 Ds that determine success in anything that I want to do, anything I want to accomplish. I use these 4 Ds. And I want to show you how you can use it to accomplish anything you want from this day going forward. So the first one is known as, the first D is desire. Desire. How much do you want it? Desire is the starting point of all achievement. Listen, there's nothing you will achieve if you don't desire it. The first step towards riches is desire. You must really want to become a totally self-confident human being. You must build your desire by thinking about it. That's your desire. You think about it, talking about it, and working on it all the time. Your desire must be so intense that it overrides your fear of failure. I say fear is an emotion that will never go away. When you want to do something new, you must be afraid of that thing. That's normal. But later, as you continue to do it, you now start growing. You now begin to grow in confidence in that thing. Like most of you, if you remember when you started, you wanted to drive your first time. You know how it is. But now you just hop into the car and you start it and you go. Just remember, it's normal. But you see some people driving car with so much confidence because it's in their subconscious mind. They are not in their conscious mind anymore. It has been in their, so they can even drive and be waving somebody's hand, and be looking somewhere else and be driving. They can look at the rear view mirror and be reversing their car. That's confidence. You grow in confidence to something that you know. So in everything, even in business, in whatever you want to do, you can grow in confidence. But you need to have that desire to do that. You need to have the desire to do that. Because intense desire is the starting point of all personal modification and goal attainment. You have the desire, no matter, and when you have desire, when I said that you have to do it, overriding your fears of failure, because failures will come, things, challenges will come, circumstances will come, but you ride on it. Let me tell you a story right now, because you need to know. Let me tell you, a long while ago, a great warrior faced a situation which made it necessary for him to make a decision, which ensured his success on the battlefield. He was about to send his armies against a powerful foe whose men outnumbered his own. So what he did, he loaded his soldiers into the boats, sealed the boat to the enemy's country, unloaded soldiers and equipment, then gave the order. You know, in military, you obey the last order. He gave the order to burn the ships that had carried them to the enemy's shore. Addressing his men before the first battle, he said, "You see the boats going up in smoke. That means that we cannot leave these shores alive unless we win. We now have no choice. It's either we win this war or we perish here." You know, do you know what? They won. Because the desire to succeed, the desire to win the battle was there. And there is no form of retreat, no way. No, there's nothing like, okay, let me try this thing. If it fails, I will go the other way. You don't have that desire yet. Because every person who wins in any undertaking must be willing to burn his ships and cut all sorts of retreats. It's not that, okay, let me go and try online. If it didn't work online, I'll move to, or let me try crypto. If it didn't work on crypto, I'll move to, you have not decided to do that. So every person who wins in any undertaking must be willing to burn his ships and cut all sorts of retreats. Only by so doing can one be sure of maintaining that state of mind known as a burning desire to win, which is essential to all success. You know, some people will just go and take money from their brothers, you know, in the village to start business because they have rich uncles. So they have you know, plan B. Let me go and try with this money. If you fail, I'll go back to my uncle and go. So most people like that have rich uncles and all that, they never make it because they have options. When the money, because if you have come to a point where you know you have nobody to turn to, that's why I said that the rich people that I know, if I want to talk about those who are successful, these are men and women who don't know where the next meal will come from. But with sheer determination and desire, they see themselves through college. And they come out and attain the pinnacle of their career in business or anything and begin to amass wealth. These are successful people. These are the people I go close to. Prince Charles of London cannot teach me about success because he was born into wealth. So he doesn't know what it means to make money. He just saw money. So some people who have rich uncles and rich dad, they start misbehaving because they die. If I messed up this money now, I have another way to go and get it. So they've never burned their boat. They have source of retreat, you know. This soldier, this general made a decision because they would have retreat. You know, when you fight in a war, you can retreat or you surrender. You retreat, you run away, enter inside your boat, and they go back. And next time they will prepare for more. But he said, it's either we win this war or we all perish here. And they won because of that. So now, there's another story I want to tell you. I don't know if you know about this. This thing happened in Chicago. In the morning after the Great Chicago Fire, that was in 1871. You can see it, 1871, the thing burned down. These are shops. So a group of merchants just stood on that State Street, say street, they call it State Street, looking at the smoking remains of what had been their stores. All of them decided to go into a conference to decide if they would try to rebuild or leave Chicago and start over in a more promising sections of the country. So they reach a decision, all except one, all of them decide to leave Chicago and go to another place. So now, the person that decided not to go is known as Marshall Field. So at that time, Marshall Field just come out and point a finger at what looks like the remains of his shop, of his store. And he said, gentlemen, on that very spot, I will build the world's greatest store, no matter how many times it burned down. That's desire. Because this is what he wants to build. He has that desire to build the greatest store. So obstacles come, challenges. In 1868, he started it. 1871, fire just bring everything down. In 1873, he built it. They built it back again. It stand up the same thing that they have before. And they start going. And let me tell you, that was more than 100 years ago. The store was built. And it stands there today, a towering monument to the power of the state of mind known as a burning desire. Look at the new one there. It's still there. You know, these are people, when we begin to look at it, we don't understand that you need to have that desire. Second, things will not work out the way you want it. But do you have the desire to succeed in you? Or are you there to blame the government, blame the economy, blame your brothers, blame your sisters for not giving you money? Let me tell you, I am the last born of my family, but I am the breadwinner of the family right now. I didn't take anything from anybody. My father's property, estate, and everything, I gave it to my seniors. I said, I don't need it. Nobody. I see myself through college, everything. Because I have that state of mind that I want to be independent. But now, I'm the one setting up everybody in business. What do you want to do? You talk about it, I give you money to start. The last born of the family, the breadwinner of the family. Because I find out that I don't need to go back and begin to look for uncle or brother who will give me. What will you give me? That is, you need to have that desire and cut all forms of retreat. I did that. I learned that long ago and I cut it off. So I don't want anybody to give me, because if I lose it, because that's one thing, you lose money. Then I will now run back to the person. Then you give me again, I'll run, and if I lose it, I go back again. I've not even found out how will I be making this money even when you lose it, no matter how many times you lose it. So now, the second one is decision. The first one, remember, is desire. The second one is decision. You will make a do or die decision that you will go to work on yourself and keep at it until you achieve the kind of self-confidence that enables you to do, be, and say whatever you want. You must burn your mental bridges. You must build yourself, invest in your own growth and self-confidence. It's not selfish. It's self-care. You need to do that. Life is growth. If we stop growing technically and spiritually, we are as good as dead. It's investing in you need to invest yourself. Be close to people who are successful. Find ways to be in their space. Let me tell you, it's more powerful when you stay close to people who have so much self-confidence. Anything that you do to be in their space all the time, worth it. I do that all the time. I know people I need to be in their space, and when I'm in their space or I have anything that brings me and them together, I don't take it for granted. I make sure that I never lose sight of that meeting. I never lose sight of being close to their space, because it helps me, it grows me, it gives me courage, it shows me what to do. Many people want things, but they never make the clear, unequivocal decision that they are going to do what it takes to get them. You want something and you don't build yourself. So now, from the story I told you on desire, The easy thing for Marshall Field to have done would have been exactly what his fellow merchants did. When the going was hard and the future looked dismal, they just made a decision to pull up and went where the going seems easier. That's what we like to go to the comfort zone. We like to move there. That's their own school of thought, based on what they have assimilated inside them through auto-suggestions and the kind of people they associate with. So when things are not going well, move to the next thing, sharp, sharp. There's something I want you to do. Mark well this difference between Marshall Field and the other merchants, because it is the same difference which distinguishes practically who succeed from those who fail. Nobody is lucky. It's just that there's try to find that there's something they know that you don't know. Because at times it is good to be uncomfortable, to be in an uncomfortable situation, because it is in finding our way out of such difficulties that we learn valuable lessons. Listen, I've been in so many difficult and uncomfortable situations, and I've found myself out of it. Many, many times I've failed. Many times I've lost money, but I always come back stronger and better. And when you start doing that, your self-confidence is growing and you start building confidence. You start going up in life. That is something you need to do. We don't pray for anybody to fail, but there's something I always say. I have mentors in my life. When John Maxwell, he said that if you fall, that you don't try to come up faster. Are you getting that? Try to find out what makes you to fail, because whenever we fall, we don't want people to know. We just want to rise up back and we fall back again. If you watch people who just go on a slippery ground and the person just fall, because you don't want people to know, he's trying to stand up very fast, and he wants to start mistakenly just fall back again. He wants to stand up because he didn't come down to find out, is this land slippery? Is it my slippers? Is it this and all that? And you may pick something down. You may learn something from your failure, and then you take up. But we want to come up faster so that people will not notice. And before you know, we start falling more and more. And then when it comes to Les Brown, he said that when you want to fall, try fall at your back, because if you can look up, then you will rise back again. So I just find that in life, no matter how you fail, whether you fall with your face down or your face up, whichever way, always try to make sure that you learn something from that, so that when you come up, you cannot go down there again. That is life for you. So the next thing that will help you do that is the third thing that is known. As determination. That's the third one. So once you have started making significant changes in the way you act, your internal gray scope will try to take over and bring you back into your comfort zone, in your old ways of acting. There's a way we all have been acting, and we like that way. It's so easy to watch that movie. It's so easy to go and live your life. That movie, you like that movie, that episode in that drama, you want to watch it, you want to watch this, you want to go out for outings, you want to live your life the way you want. Everybody wants that. And at times, progress will be slow. And often you see no progress at all. But let me tell you one thing. Slow progress is better than no progress. Just stay positive and don't give up. Let me tell you, have you ever tried to promote a business? You start a business, you try to do it, nothing is working. You do it one week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it seems as if nothing is working because you are not progressing. Yes, I talk about your brain, but in your way, you feel you have done everything you need to do, but yet it's not working. You must persist in the positive and try to have that constructive behavior that that will lead you to making you the kind of person that you wish to become. Your determination must be as unshakable as the success you desire. Have that determination. Don't fall for it. Most of us have New Year resolutions, we have goals, and when it looks as if it's not happening, first month, 2 months, 3 months, we forget about it. That's the reason why you need to have an accountability partner that will be keeping you up, trying to make sure that you stay determined, to make sure that you do that. So the fourth one, as I'm about to round up, is known as discipline. Very important. The underlying and surrounding of all great achievement in life is the quality of self-discipline. The quality of self-discipline. To me, this is the ability to make yourself to do what you should do, when you should do it, whether you feel like it or not. No matter what you do, don't forget this. Discipline is so important. You must have a plan that you want to do. You must have a schedule for the day. And at times, you may not want to just finish this schedule. You don't hold yourself accountable because you don't have the discipline to do so. Because every practice of self-discipline strengthens your discipline in every area of your life. Okay, now, for those of you who are in Kibitech or in Crypto Trends Academy, I have never skipped a day for training, and I am so busy. I go trainings, I read books, I do so many things. I have offline businesses as the chairman, CEO of the company, and I'm doing it. I'm online, I'm preparing my crypto, I'm doing everything, but I am always here making sure that I keep to my schedule. So no matter what it is, maybe if something big will come up in the future that might make me not to be in the training, that must be something huge. I'll let you know on time. That's discipline. If I said it's 4, I'll be here a few minutes to 4. If I said it's 9, I'll be here a few minutes to 9. That's discipline. I just want to show you what is discipline. You need to have a running schedule for your business. Stop waking up like an accident that is waiting to happen. You must have a goal with definite plan of action to achieve them, and discipline yourself to follow those plans, even if it is not convenient for you. You can't give people appointment and fail. Even if it is not convenient for you, make sure that you do it. You can't be in any group and you are not disciplined enough to obey, to be part of that meeting when it's time. That's not discipline. You need to have a schedule and make sure that you put your schedules in line with this. Not especially, okay, maybe I work for myself. Maybe that's it. So I have both my companies and everything. I'm the CEO, I'm the chairman, and then everything I control, so I can control my schedules. But now, maybe at times you may not control your schedules because you may have something, another thing come up because you have something else. So you need to find a way to make sure that you communicate that. That's discipline. But make sure that you're always there, because it's important that you keep to your schedules. Whatever you said you will do, maybe I'll do promotion, I'll do this one, I'll talk to this person, I've already put on my schedules, I will talk to 5 people every day concerning my business. You make sure that you do it. Remember what I said, that you have to do it even when it's not convenient. Discipline, I said, to me, is the ability to make yourself do what you should do when you should do it, whether you feel like it or not. It's a must. You hold yourself accountable. That's the reason why we sleep late. You don't sleep late because you want to sleep late. It's because there's a running schedule for that day that you need to finish. So you hold yourself accountable. You cannot sleep until you finish this thing, because this one, you see, this particular schedule cannot move to the following day. So you hold your body accountable to finish that job, because if you pick the schedule to the next day, you are delaying your progress, and you don't want that. So when you see people sleeping late, it's not that they like sleeping late. Nobody likes that. It's discipline that makes we do that. Nobody that changes the world, nobody that makes a difference, run a normal schedule, just like everyone else. Once it's 5 o'clock, we are closed. I don't receive call by once it's 5. I don't receive call once it's this. You are not ready. I don't answer anybody. Once it is so and so time, I don't answer my messages anymore. You are not ready. You never, because if you want to run a normal schedule, then you are not ready to make a difference. That's why they say making a difference are mad people. You just have to, you don't have to run a normal schedule. There's something one of my mentors told me one day when I was trying to come up in the internet world. So he told me that if your wife has never told you one day that, are you marrying this laptop or me, that you've not started? So I thought it's not possible. So I said, no, I will control it. I'll make sure I balance it properly and all that. That was what I said. So one day, I sleep late. I'll just walk till 4 a.m. that time, almost 4:30. I'll go and sleep for just 2 hours. I'll come back again in the morning before 7 or 8. I need to be on my, my system working and everything. So I was working one day around 3 a.m. My wife came to my study and he saw me working. I was busy working. I don't know, maybe he thought maybe he just wanted to come and check if I've slept or something. And the whole, so when he came and said, wait, excuse me, are you marrying this laptop or are you marrying me? I started laughing. So she was angry because as she just said that, the word of that my mentor just came to my ear. He said, because I told him that it won't happen, that I will manage it. So, and he said, why am I? I said, my mentor told me this thing. One of my mentors told me this thing years ago. And I said, you will not say it. But you said the same thing exactly as he said it. So at times it happens that way. You may not know what you are doing because you are running it. Yeah, he's enjoying the money, he's enjoying the, getting anything you want, whatever, and all that. But that's not enough. But what am I trying to say? Is discipline that caused that. You want to make sure that you finish what you are doing so that you'll be able to get to the next level. And that's why you stay late working. Somebody will just chat you and you respond to the person. There's at times I will just be looking and now off my, my WhatsApp or something so that I will not respond anything, so that I focus on what I'm doing because I need to finish my schedule. Just as Napoleon himself, in one of his books that I read, he said, after more than 20 years of research, you remember, into the lives of successful men and women, he said that self-discipline is the master key to all riches. That it is self-discipline that makes everything else possible. If you cannot discipline yourself, you cannot attain your goals. Forget it. That's why it's because of discipline that people who have New Year resolutions and goals never continue. Because they don't have this. You have told yourself, this year, I'm not going to eat this, I'm not going to watch TV, I'm not going to go here, I'm not going to go. So time, you see temptation will come. Come now, let's go to that movie place and all that. And before you know, the person will just say, I said that I put in my New Year resolution, just like they call it, it's not a goal, it's New Year resolution, that I will not go into this kind of a thing. Before you know, he said, let's go, Joe. After all, listen, die once, I beg. Let me just leave this thing and go. And then he forgot. Before you know, just while away. That's why this self-discipline is the master key to all riches. It is self-discipline that makes everything else work. If you can keep your discipline in check to make sure that you do. Maybe I told you, okay, we are going to be having our training so and so time and all that, and I start skipping it without no reason, and you come. There are many people who are in this team today because they see the seriousness, the way that we make sure that we do our presentation, we do everything, we carry everybody along and all that. There's the discipline to make sure you respond to issues, you do this one, you do the other one, to make people know that they are being carried along. That's what keeps them. But without you doing that, but they don't know that it is what keeps them, but because they just see that it's discipline that made it so. Not that everybody have the time, not that I have the time, but I have to create it because I've said I will do it. That's discipline. Now, I want to show you something that you need to write down. If you have the desire to change, you must first have that desire. Remember, I'm trying to give you cues. the decisiveness to take action, the determination to persist on your forward track, and the discipline, remember, to make yourself do whatever you need to do. Your self-confidence and your success are inevitable. That's the 4 that I gave you. If you have that desire to change, the desire to change your life, the desire to change the life of others, the desire to cause change in your environment, the desire to change your finances, the desire to be a better version of yourself every day, whatever desire that you have, then you must have the decisiveness to take action to attain that desire, and the determination to persist on your forward track to make that desire possible, and the discipline to make yourself do whatever you need to do. Your self-confidence and your success are inevitable. They are inevitable. You have no choice than to be successful. If you can do this, you have no choice than to be. These 4 keys that I give you tonight, if you can follow it through, nothing can stop you. Nothing. Let me tell you, for those of you who are Christian, you are far above, seated far above every principalities and power. So don't look at anybody in the village. Nobody is disturbing you. Some people are disturbing themselves and they're looking at maybe one thing or the other is disturbed. Nothing is doing you. Let me tell you one thing. Everyone, the method by which desire for riches can be transmuted in all these things is, I'm going to show you how you can use that, the method that you can use that to get that. So let me just show you 6 things that you need to do to make that possible. But let me tell you, before I do that, I want to tell you one thing, that every human being who reaches the age of understanding the purpose of money will always wish for it. Everyone, anybody or any one of us who reaches that age of understanding the purpose of money always have the desire for it. You must desire riches, you must desire for money, you must desire for it. Anyone who reaches the age of understanding the purpose of money will wish for it. But let me tell you, wishing will not bring riches. It will not bring money. But desiring riches with a state of mind that becomes an obsession, then planning definite ways and means to acquire those riches and backing those plans with persistence, which does not recognize failure, that's what will bring riches. That's what will give you success. I want you to write what I just said down. That everybody who reaches the age of understanding the purpose of money will wish for it. Every one of us, we wish for money. Let me tell you, I like money, but I don't love it. All of us like money. Without money, you cannot do anything. Even without money, you can't serve God properly. I'm a witness. Because I know what I do right now. I love doing those things. I love helping people. I love taking care of people in the needy, and more especially in the household of faith. But if you don't have the money, you'll be looking at those things and there's nothing you can do. I could remember when I just stayed like this and people, I was just going up and some people, they just came back. I know them. These are people who are very close to me and they were just coming back from school. They just stayed them to go back home. And I met them. Where are you people coming back from now? They said, they told us, they asked us to go, no money for school fees, and they asked us to go. I felt for them. I have to call the mother. He said, what happened? How much is the money? He just talked about it. I said, okay, don't worry, tomorrow, let them go back to school. I have to transfer the money and then to the school and everything. And they were just like, if I don't have the money, I will just be there. Oh, sorry, Alpha, don't worry, it will be better. When I know what I should do. The reason is because I don't have it. But if you have it in your heart, God will put it in your hand. Because if you have that desire to cause change, all of us, without money, I can't do that. So I like money, but I don't love it. Because I want to make sure I change the world. I want to make sure I do things to help the people. So everyone who reaches the age of understanding the purpose of money will always wish for it. But wishing alone doesn't bring it. You have to desire it. with a state of mind that becomes an obsession. Then you plan definite ways. You must have a goal. You must have a plan. You must have ways that you will acquire it. And backing those plans with persistence, which does not recognize failure, that's what will bring money. So I want to show you what you need to do from now going forward, because we're about to round up. We're about to round up because it's a 1 hour, 30 minutes, and we have done 1 hour already. So it remains just a few minutes for us to go. So now I want you to make sure that you know. So how is it done? Let me show you. You have to fix your mind the exact amount of money you desire. That's the first thing you need to do. It's not sufficient merely to say, I want plenty of money. Be definite as to the amount. There is a psychological reason for definiteness. You need to be definite. How much do you want? In that business that you are doing, how much can you get from that business? Those of you who are inhibited, how much do you think? Did you just come and start the business just because you want to start? Or do you have a definite plan of action? Do you have, how much do you want to make out of Cubitech in 6 months? How much do you want to make in 1 month, in 1 year? How did you plan your weekly earnings and your monthly earnings? It may not, any business that you are doing, because you need to know, does that business have what it takes to give you what you want? And what do you need to do to get it? You must have that. Then the second thing as we close is determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money. This is where people miss it. There is no such reality as something for nothing. You know, when they say desire it and begin to talk about it every day, talk about it, and you know, you have to, what are you going to give in return? What value are you bringing on the table? What business do you want to sell? Okay, what now? Okay, let's use Cubitech right now. What are the services that Cubitech render that you are going to go out there to sell to people for them to come and buy into? And how many do you need to sell? How do you need to go about it to make sure that you get the right people to get that money that you have been looking for this year, this month, in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year? So what do you intend to give in return, and what are the process that you have to go to make sure that you get that? You need to put that down. And then the third thing, establish a definite date when you intend to possess the money you desire. 6 months, in 1 year, every month. You must have a monthly target. You must have a yearly plan. There's a target you need to meet. Me, I have target that I meet in all my business every month. And when I meet all the targets, I have a retreat. I just go and give myself some retreat, you know. Not that I go out, I'll just ask my wife to, you know, prepare me some fish pepper soup or do some certain things. I say, oh, wow, I met my target in my business this month, and I just wanted to just have fun. And we just do it and celebrate the target that I met for the month, because she's one of my accountability partners. So if I make my this thing, I said, this is what I want to achieve this month, she will know. So every time she will come and ask me, how is it? Did you do this? Did you do that? I have my schedules. As an accountability partner, he wants to make sure that I follow my schedules every day. So at times when he complained that I stay too much on the computer, I said, you know my schedules now. You know, you are aware of my schedules. You know, I have to meet up to all those things. So it's good that I put her, make her be involved so that she will know, you know, I'm busy, that's why. So she understands that. So you have to establish a definite date when you intend to possess this thing. Try and say it out. Don't be afraid of saying your goals to people or your accountability partner or people. Find someone in your workplace, people you know, let them be your accountability partner. They may laugh and say, how do you intend to achieve all this? It doesn't matter. If you don't say it, you can't get it because you are afraid to even say it. That means you don't even have the mind that you get it. So establish that date, maybe at the end of December or so and so. This is what I want to do. At the end of the day, this is what you need to do. And on that, you need to do that. So find that. I hope you are writing these things down. Then now, this is the fourth one. This is the fourth one. Create a definite plan for carrying out your desire. And begin at once, whether you are ready or not to put this plan into action. You must create a plan. Create a definite plan for carrying out your desire. What are your plans? You're already in business. If you are not in business, register into business. Let me tell you, you can't make money without product or service. You can't come online. We made that mistake online. We begin to buy books and buy software, they give us some certain things. I did though. I buy books, the one they say, turn your email to a money-making machine, we'll buy. Turn your this one, hey, there's one, this thing, they will just tell you there's one software, it will make you to start making money in autopilot. We buy all those things. But it's later I now understood that, man, if you don't have a product, you don't have a service, you are rendering to people, money on the internet is rubbish. There's not, you may buy systems. Just like I told you that you may have all the system. Maybe they show you how you can set up an advert and all that. You set up those adverts. If you don't have the product that you are going to put in that advert, you just go and buy how somebody makes $1 million through Facebook. And then you now buy the book. And he showed you that he plays adverts, he does this one, he do the other one. Then you don't have a product, you don't have a service, and you want to make $1 million through Facebook. How is it possible? Do Facebook dash people money? So you must have a business, you must have a service. Now you have one. For those of you who have registered in Kibitek, or you have any business, if you don't register, be part of it, and then use that product and service to create a plan on how you are going to take this thing to the world. And begin at once, whether you are ready or not, to put this plan into action. Move around, meet people around your area. Make sure that, listen to me, you cannot make money without a product, without a service. Is what you have that you give to the world, and find ways and means. That's why we're going to be talking about how you need to promote your business. Today, I want to deal on your brain, your mental thoughts process is so important than the systems. Systems will come later, but if you don't have the mind to take care of those systems, you have systems, and then you are still saying, I don't understand this thing. How do I make money from this? You can just only put your money in Kibitek and turn it to 25 to 250%. If that is okay for you, no problem or anything, but that's not okay for me. I have a plan to change lives and at the same time change mine. Zig Ziglar said, if you help a lot of people get what they want, then you too will get what you want. So now I'm putting the tools in your hand, remember? Then write out a clear, concise statement of the amount of money you intend to acquire. Name the time limit, remember, for each acquisition. State what you intend to give in return for the money, and describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it. Watch the red. I said write out a clear, you need to be clear, concise statement of the amount of money you intend to acquire. Name the time limit for each acquisition. Then state what you intend to give in return for the money, and describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it. You must have it clear. It must be clear. I'm going to show you mine. This thing that I told you now, I'm going to maybe I read it every day to myself, and I work towards that action every blessed day. So you need to have that, because you need to constantly reminding yourself. Write it down, put everything down. Without any goal that is not written down is not a goal. Any plan that is not written down is not yet a plan. You just carry it in your head. Many people say they have goals, it's in their head. It's not written down on paper. It's not yet a goal. You can forget it. Your mindset is not in tune with that. That's the reason why many fail. I told you 95% of what brings success is in your brain. How are you doing these things? Not about the system. Then the sixth one, read that your written statement aloud twice daily. Once just before retiring at night, and once after rising in the morning. As you read, see and feel and believe yourself already in possession of the money. That's what you need to do. Now, based on the fact that we are talking about Kibitek, I want to close with my own statement, what I have read, because I have so many on different businesses that I do, and I have affirmations that I give to myself every day. That is what we call the mirror technique. Yeah, you stand in front of a mirror and speak to yourself every morning and every night. We call it the mirror technique. You start talking to yourself about who you are and what, when you are commanding your day every morning. You command your day to deliver what you want and how you want it. So you have that statement in your hand during the mirror. You need to find a mirror. The mirror technique works this way. You need a mirror. Maybe if you are married, it's okay. You can get, your wife. My own, I use my wife's mirror. It has a very big mirror and all that. So if you are not married yet, it's hard to get such a mirror. It's women that have that mirror most times. So you see a very long mirror, those ones they use to do their dressing, long like this, it's inside our bedroom. So you stay there in front of that mirror. You stay at attention, you breathe in and stay strong. And then you are looking yourself eyeball to eyeball in that mirror. And you are reading what your statement, your written statement aloud. You read it aloud to yourself. Let it go to the universe. And that is what you need to do. You don't read it and then you go and say, I've read it, it has gone. They call it affirmation. So I've sent it. It's going to the universe. One way or the other, the money will find its way to your pocket. No. When you finish it, you get to work and do what you need to do and face your schedule. And then, because God said, I will bless the work of your hands. But you need to command it to come to you. That's the thing. So when I'm reading like my own, when it comes to Cubitek, I want to use Cubitek now. Where's my, let me find it. Okay, look at it. And I said, okay, Father, I thank you because you have embedded in me the definite power to accomplish whatever I set my mind to. Therefore, I have set my mind to earn $1 million in Cubitek from 1st of January to 31st of December 2021. I will build myself to be the leader other leaders would love to work with. I will use all online marketing models to attract the best minds in Nigeria and cities around the world to my team and build them to become the leaders to be envied. I will follow my daily, weekly, and monthly plans and targets with great discipline to make sure I stay focused and on track, no matter who is with me or not, because I am absolutely responsible for the outcome of my life. Thank you, Father, because my deal for today is done, and I command this day to deliver that good tidings that you have for me and my business and the members of my team. Thank you, Lord. That's all. I just say, this is what I deliver to myself every day. And you begin to work it. If you want to be the leader that other leaders would love to work with, then build yourself. You need to build yourself. People will begin to see you as the leader that they want to work with. People will love to be with you. You become a magnet that attracts money, attract the right people, because when you place your advert, you begin to, you didn't say you are going to get, I said, I'm going to get it, I'm going to use advertisement, all advertisement models and every means possible to attract leaders. So all I have to do is to be casting my net. Let it be coming. And when I get them, they come. And I check the person, ask the person 1 or 2 questions. Okay, this is not the one I'm looking for. You move to the next person. The person come, I'm not interested. Okay, you are not the one. Does that mean if I get almost 100 and the 100 said no to me, I will not stop? No, I will still cast my net again to get. I will continue to cast until I get the right people. That's persistence. That's determination. Nothing is extraordinary on its own. It's man's extraordinary input that made it so. Just take that from me, because that's what you need to know to build your business. It doesn't happen on its own. You don't just sit down and await things to happen. You cause things to happen. You cause the odds to be in your favor. The odds is always not in our favor, but you are the one to make the odds to be in your favor by doing what you're supposed to do. That's what I want to place in your hands today. If you have got anything from what I said today, I know that your business is going to take a new turn beginning from tonight. You are going to know that you are absolutely responsible for the outcome of your life. You don't need to stamp anybody lucky. If you want to do what they do, if you want to be where they are, then you need to do what they're doing. I consistently every day building myself because I know where I want to be. Where I want to be is too big that I have to constantly building myself, pressing forward. It's not enough. When somebody will say, you try or you do this, I've not even started. I'm just starting because I already know from the beginning that the more the team go bigger, the more I get to work. So I'm just starting because the big team is small. We are going to grow bigger and I'm going to be more intense in building so many things. So even I've not even started because we are just starting. I know you must know that from the beginning that the more your business grow, the more you get more involved into the business to build it. So not to say, this thing is too much, that means you are not ready yet. So I know from now that you start doing something great. So all you have to do, you can ask all your questions right now. It's time for questions. If you have any question, you can ask me because I want you to start building your business beginning from tonight. I want you to start doing something. That's what our training is all today. You may not have the time to go into our QBTech account to do whatever. We have just 10 minutes to go. It's a 1 hour, 30 minutes training always. So, but thank you for coming. So it's now for you to ask me your question.